Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 11 Perimeter and Area. 11.1 Introduction. In class 6 you have already learned perimeters of plane figures and areas of squares and rectangles. Perimeter is the distance around a closed figure, while area is the part of plane or region occupied by the closed figure. So you know that perimeter is the distance around the closed figure and the area is the occupied space by the closed figure. In this case you will learn about perimeters and area of a few more plane figures. So 11.2 Squares and rectangles. Ayush and Diksha made pictures. Ayush made his picture on a rectangular sheet of length 60 centimeter and breadth 20 centimeter, while Diksha made hers on a rectangular sheet of length 40 centimeter and breadth 35 centimeter. Both these pictures have to be separately framed and laminated. Who has paid more for framing? If the cost of framing is 3 per centimeter. If the cost of lamination is 2 per centimeter square, who has to pay more for lamination? For finding the cost of framing, we need to find perimeter and then multiply it by the rate of framing. For finding the cost of lamination, we need to find area and then multiply it by the rate of lamination. So here is a try this session. After that, there is, do you remember perimeter of a rectangular polygon is equal to number of side into length of one side. So perimeter of a square is 4 into side. And perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Area of rectangle is L into B. Area of square is side into side. Danny needed a square of 4 centimeter for completing a collage. She had a rectangular sheet of length 28 centimeter and breadth 21 centimeter. So you can see the figure. So she cuts off a square of side 4 centimeter from the rectangular sheet. Her friend saw the remaining sheet and asked Tania, has the perimeter of the sheet increased or decreased now? Has the total length of side AD increased after cutting off the square? Has the area increased or decreased? Tania cuts off one more square from the opposite side of the, so you can see in 11.3 she has cut one more side. Now will the perimeter of the remaining sheet increase further? Will the area increase or decrease further? So what can we infer from this? It is clear that the increase of perimeter need not lead to increase in area. So here is a try this section. After that there is example number 1. A door frame of dimension 3 meter into 2 meter is fixed on a wall of dimension 10 meter into 10 meter. Find the total labor charge for painting the wall if the labor charges for painting 1 meter cube square of wall is rupees 2.5. So you can see, so solution is figure of the wall has to be done excluding the area of the door. So the area of door should be excluded. So we will find the area of door, that is length into breadth, because it is a rectangular block. So 3 into 2 meter square is equal to 6 meter square. Area of wall including the door, side into side, will give 10 meter into 10 meter, that is 100 meter square. Now area of wall excluding door, so after with the area we will subtract area of door, so that is 94 meter square. Total labor charge for painting the wall is 2.50 into 94 is equal to 235 rupees. So example number 2, the area of a rectangular sheet is 500 centimeter square. If the length of the sheet is 25 centimeter, what is its width? Also find the perimeter of the rectangular sheet. So you can see area of rectangular sheet is 500 centimeter, length is 25 centimeter. So area of rectangular becomes L into B, where B is the length of the sheet. So what we are doing here, we are just taking L under area. So area upon L is equal to 500 upon 25, that is 20 centimeter. So perimeter of sheet will become, you know that 2 into length into breadth, length plus breadth is the perimeter of rectangle. So we will get 2 into 25 plus 20 centimeter, that gives 90 centimeter. So the width of the rectangular sheet is 20 centimeter and perimeter is 90 centimeter. Example 3. Anu wants to fence the garden in front of her house. So you can see her house in figure 11.5. On the three sides with length 20 meter, 12 meter and 12 meter. Find the cost of fencing at the rate of 150 per meter. So you can see here the length of the fence required is the perimeter of the garden. So the perimeter is the fencing of the garden, so excluding one side. So one side has to be excluded, which is equal to 20 meter plus 12 meter plus 12 meter will give 45 meter. So cost of fencing is 150 into 44, that is 6600 rupees. Fourth example, a wire is in the shape of a square of side 10 centimeter. If the wire is rebent into a rectangle of length 12 centimeter, find its breadth, which encloses more area, the square or the rectangle. So you can see here, side of the square is 10 centimeter, length of the wire is perimeter of the square, that is 4 into side, that is 4 into 10 gives 40 centimeter. Length of the rectangle is 12 centimeter and breadth of the rectangle will be B. So perimeter of the rectangle is length of wire, that is 40 centimeter. So perimeter of rectangle will become 2 into L plus B. So we don't have B. So what we will do? We will take 24. Yes. We will take 2 below 40. It will become 20. So 20 minus, we will take 12 here. So we will get 8. 8 centimeters. So breadth becomes 8. So area of square is side square. So 10 into 10 become 100 centimeter square. Area of the rectangular is L into B. So we have both L and B. So 12 into 8 will become 96 centimeter square. So the square encloses more area even though its perimeter is the same as that of the rectangle. So you can see that. Example number 5. The area of square and rectangular are equal. If the side of the square is 40 centimeter and the breadth of the rectangle is 25 centimeter, find the length of the rectangle. Also find the perimeter of the rectangle. So area of square is side square. Side is given 40 into 40 will give 1600 centimeter square. It is given that the area of the rectangle is equal to the area of square. So area of rectangle is equal to 1600 centimeter square. Breadth of the rectangle is 25 centimeter. So we'll find the length here. So area of rectangle upon B will give 1600 upon 25 will give L. L is equal to 64 centimeter. So the length of the rectangle is 64 centimeter. So perimeter will become 2 into length plus breadth will become 2 into 64 plus 25, that gives 178 centimeter. So the perimeter of the rectangle is 178 centimeter even though its area is the same as that of the square. Now the exercise is here. You can solve it, very easy questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comments. 11.2.1 Triangles as parts of rectangle. Take a rectangle of side 8 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Cut the rectangle along its diagonal to get triangle. So you can see in the figure. Superpose one triangle on the other. Are they exactly in the same size? Can you say that both of the triangle are equal in area? Are the triangle congruent also? What is the area of each of these triangle? So you will find the sum of all of the areas of two triangle is the same as the size of the area of the rectangle. Both of the triangle are equal in area. So the area of triangle will become half into area of rectangle. So 1 by 2 into length into breadth is equal to 1 by 2 into 8 into 5, that gives 40 upon 2, which is 20 centimeter square. Take a square of side 5 centimeter and divide it into 4 triangle as shown in figure if 11.8. So you can see they have divided into 4 triangles. Are the 4 triangle equal in size? Are they congruent to each other? Superpose a triangle to check it. What is the area of each triangle? So area of each triangle is 1 by 4 area of square. You can see that there are 4 parts. So 1 by 4 area square. So it will give 1 by 4 into 5 square, that is 25. 25 upon 4 is equal to 6.25 centimeter square. So you should remember that in the case of rectangle it was 1 by 2 length into breadth and in case of square it is 1 by 4 side square. 11.2.2 Generalizing for other congruent parts of rectangles. A rectangle of length 6 centimeter and breadth 4 centimeter is divided into two parts as shown in the figure 11.9. So you can see Trace the rectangle on another paper and cut off the rectangle along EF. So you can see they cut off the triangle along EF to divide it into two parts. Superpose one part on the other. See if they match. You may have to rotate them. Are they congruent? The two equal parts are congruent to each other, so the area of one part is equal to the area of the other part. So you can see together, therefore the area of each congruent part is 1 by 2 the area of rectangle. So 1 by 2, 6 into 4 square, 6 into 4 centimeter square, that will give 12 centimeter square. So the area of parallelogram. So we come across many shapes other than square and rectangles. How we will find the area of a line which is parallelogram in shape? Let us find the method to get the area of parallelogram. Can a parallelogram be converted into a rectangle of equal length? Draw a parallelogram on the graph paper as shown in the figure 11.10. Cut out the parallelogram. Draw a line from one vertex of the parallelogram perpendicular to the opposite side. So you can see in the second one they have done that perpendicular. Cut out the triangle, move the triangle to the other side of the parallelogram. So what shape do you get now? It is a rectangle. You can see that it is the area of parallelogram equal to the area of rectangle formed. Yes, area of the parallelogram is equal to area of rectangle formed. Now what are the length and the breadth of the rectangle? So you can see here we find that the length of the rectangle formed is equal to the base of the parallelogram and the breadth of the rectangle is equal to the height of the parallelogram. So as you can see in figure 11.11, length and breadth are given. Now area of parallelogram is equal to area of rectangle, that is length into breadth L into B. But the length L and breadth B of the rectangle are exactly the base and the height h respectively for the parallelogram. Thus the area of parallelogram will become base into height. Very simple. Any side of a parallelogram can be chosen as base of the parallelogram. The perpendicular dropped on that side from the opposite vertex is known as the height, altitude. It is the parallelogram ABC. DE is perpendicular to AB. So you can see D is perpendicular to AB. Here AB is the base and D is the height of the parallelogram. In this parallelogram ABCD, BF is the perpendicular opposite to the side AD. So you can see here AD is the base and BF is the height. So you can see the other examples of parallelogram here. So find the area of the parallelogram by counting the squares enclosed within the figures and also find the perimeters by measuring the side. So it is given here, you can apply simply and get the solutions. Very easy. Consider the following parallelogram with sides 7 cm and 5 cm as in figure 11.13. So you can see. Find the perimeter and area of each of these parallelograms. Analyze your results. You will find that these parallelograms have different areas but equal perimeter. To find the area of parallelogram, you need to know only the base and the corresponding height of the parallelogram. So it is easy. Area of triangle. A gardener wants to know the cost of covering the whole of a triangular garden with grass. In this case, we need to know the area of triangular region. Let us find a method to get the area of triangle. Draw a scalene triangle on a piece of paper. Cut out the triangle. Place this triangle on another piece of paper and cut out another triangle of the same size. So now you have two scalene triangles of the same size. Are both the triangle congruent? Superpose one triangle on the other so that they match. You may have to rotate one of the triangle. Now place both the triangles such that the pair of corresponding side joins, as in figure 14, you can see 11.14. Compare the area of each triangle to the area of the parallelogram. So you can see this is a parallelogram. You will find that the sum of the area of both the triangle is equal to the area of the parallelogram. The base and the height of the triangle are the same as the base and the height of the parallelogram respectively. So area of triangle will become half of area of parallelogram. So half base into height, since area of parallelogram was base into height. Now base into height you can write as 1 by 2 base into height, in short 1 by 2 BH. So in the figure 11.15, all the triangles are on the base AB is equal to 6 cm. Can you say about the height of each of the triangles corresponding to the base AB? Are the triangles congruent also? No. We conclude that all the congruent triangles are equal in area, but the triangles equal in area need not to be congruent. So if the triangle have equal area, they need not to be congruent. Consider the obtuse angle triangle ABC of base 6 cm, as in figure 11.16. You can see base is 6 cm. Its height AD, which is perpendicular from the vertex A, is outside the triangle. Can you find the area of triangle? Example, one of the side of corresponding height of a parallelogram are 4 cm and 3 cm respectively. Find the area of parallelogram of figure 11.17. So solution is, given that length of base B is equal to 4 cm and height is 3 cm. So area become base into height, that is 4 cm into 3 cm, that gives 12 cm square. Very easy question. Example number 7. Find the height x if the area of the parallelogram is 24 cm square and the base is 4 cm. So solution will become area of parallelogram is base into height. So area is equal to 24 is equal to 4x. You can see in figure for 11.18. So x becomes 24 upon 4, that is 6 cm. So the height of the parallelogram is 6 cm. Example number 8. The sides of the parallelogram ABCD are 6 cm and 4 cm. The height corresponding to the base CD is 3 cm. You can see in figure 19. Find the area of parallelogram and the height corresponding to the base AD. So area of parallelogram is B into H. So 6 into 3 becomes 18 cm square. Base is equal to 4 and height is X. So area become 18 cm square. Now area of parallelogram is equal to B into X. So 4 will become come under 18, that is 18 upon 4 is equal to x. X is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Thus the height of the corresponding to the base AD is 4.5 centimeter. Now ninth example is, find the area of the following triangles. So you can see in figure 11.20, 1 and 2. So area of triangle 1 is 1 by 2 B into H. So 1 by 2 QR into PS. So you can see that both are available. So 1 by 2, 4 into 2 is equal to 4 centimeter square. Area of triangle second, 1 by 2 B into H, 1 by 2 into MN into LO. So you can know that by 1 by 2 into 3 into 2, that gives 3 centimeter square. So question number 10. Find BC if the area of triangle ABC is equal to 36 centimeter square and the height AD is 3 centimeter. So you can see in figure 11.21, height is equal to 3, area is given 36. So area of triangle ABC is equal to 1 by 2 B into H. So 36 is equal to 1 by 2 B into 3. So B becomes 24 centimeter square. So BC is equal to 24 centimeter square. Example number 11. In triangle PQR, PR is equal to 8 centimeter, QR is equal to 4 centimeter and PL is equal to 5 centimeter. So you can see figure 11.22. Find the area of triangle PQR. So QR is equal to base is equal to 4 centimeter, PL is height is 5 centimeter, area of triangle PQR is equal to 1 by 2 BH, that is 1 by 2 4 into 5 is equal to 10 centimeter. Now second is PR is equal to base 8 centimeter, QM is unknown and area is equal to 10 centimeter square. So area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 B into H. So area is 10, 1 by 2, B becomes 8. So 1 by 2 into 8 into H, you have to find H. So it will become 10 by 4 is equal to 5 by 2, that is 2.5. So QM is 2.5 centimeter. So here is an exercise 11.2. Very easy questions, you can solve that. And if you have any doubt, you can ask it in the comment section. 11.5 circles. A racing track is semicircular at both ends. You can see in figure 11.27. Can you find the distance covered by an athlete if he takes 2 rounds of a racing track? We need to find a method to find out the distance around when a shape is circular. So in 11.5.1, we'll learn circumference of a circle. Tanya cuts different cards in card shape from a cardboard. She wants to put lace around. So you can see to decorate these cards, what length of the lace does she require for each? So you can see in the figure 11.28. You cannot measure the curves with the help of a ruler as these figures are not straight. What can you do? Here is a way to find the length of lace required for the shape in figure 11.28a. Remember, mark a point on the edge of the card and place the card on the table. Mark the position of the point on the table also, as in figure 11.29. You can see they have marked that. Now roll the circular card on the table along a straight line till the marked point touches again on the table. Measure the distance along the line. This is the length of the lace required, as in figure 11.30. You can see that. It is also the distance along the edge of the card from the mark point back to the mark point. You can also find the distance by putting a string on the edge of the circular object and taking all around it. The distance around a circular region is known as its circumference. So you can see this the region around the circle is called the circumference. Do this. Take a bottle cap, a bangle, or any other circular objects and find the circumference. So you can do that. You can see here, radius is given, diameter is given, circumference is given. The ratio of diameter to a circle is 22/7, that is 3.1714. So you can see many examples are given here. So let's see this. Now you can find the distance covered by the athlete on the track by this method. Still, it will be very difficult to find the distance around the track or any other circular object by measuring through string. Moreover, the measurement will not be accurate. So it's correct. So we need some formula for this, as we have to for rectilinear figures or shapes. Let us see if there is any relationship between the diameter and the circumference of the circles. Consider the following table. Draw 6 circles of different radii and find the circumference by using string. Also find the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. So you can see circle is given, radius is given, diameter is 2 times the radius, so it will become 7. Circumference is 22.0 centimeter and ratio to the circumference is 22/7 is equal to 3.4. So different area is given, the radius is given, diameter is given, and circumference is given, and the ratio between them is found out in the last one. What do you infer from the above table? In this ratio approximately the same? Yes. Can you say that the circumference of the circle is always more than 3 times its diameter? So it's correct. So the ratio of constant is denoted by pi. It is approximate value is 22/7 or 3.14. So we can say that C by D is equal to pi. So where C represents the circumference of the circle and D represents the diameter, or C is equal to pi D. We know that the diameter of a circle is twice the ratio. So we know that D is equal to 2r. So C is equal to pi D, that is 2 pi r. You can see here C is equal to 2 pi r. So here is a try this section and I do this section. So you can do that. Example number 12. What is the circumference of a circle of diameter 10 centimeter? Take pi is equal to 3.14. So you have to find the circumference. So diameter of a circle D is equal to 10 centimeter. So circumference is pi D, that is 3.14 into 10, that is 31.4. So circumference of the circle of diameter 10 is 31.4. Example number 13. What is the circumference of the circular disc of radius 14 centimeter? So you use pi is equal to 22/7, that is 3.14. So radius of circular disc is 14 and circumference of a disc is 2 pi r. So we'll use the radius 14 here. So when we put 2 into 22/7 into 14, so 7 get cancelled by 14. So these two gets there. So 88 centimeter. So circumference of the circular disc is 88 centimeter. Example number 14. The radius of the circular pipe is 10 centimeter. What length of a tape is required to wrap one around the pipe? So radius is given 10 centimeter. Length of the tape required is equal to the circumference of the pipe. So circumference of pipe is 2 pi r. R is given, you put r. So 2 into 3.14 into 10 gives 62.8. Now Therefore, the length of the tape needed to wrap once around the pipe is 62.8 centimeter. Example number 15. Find the perimeter of the given shape. So you can see here, take pi is equal to 22 by 7. In this shape, we need to find the circumference of a semicircle on each side of the square. Do you need to find the perimeter of the square also? No. The outer boundaries of this figure is made up of semicircles. Diameter of each semicircle is 14 centimeter. So we know that circumference of a circle is 2 pi d. Circumference of a semicircle is 1 by 2 pi d because it is half. So half into 22 by 7 into 14, that gives 22 centimeter. Circumference of each of the semicircle is 22. Therefore, perimeter of the given figure is 4 into 22, that means 88 centimeter. Example 16. Sudhanshu divides a circular disc of radius 7 centimeter in equal 2 parts. What is the perimeter of each semicircle? Shaped disc, use pi is equal to 22 by 7. Solution: to find the perimeter of the circular disc, we need to find circumference of the shape and diameter. So given is the radius 7 centimeter, we know that the circumference is 2 pi r. So we will use the formula. The circumference of the semicircle is 1 by 2 into 2 pi r. So pi r, because it is semicircle, we are using half. Now 22 by 7 into 7 is equal to 22. So diameter of the circle is 2r. So 2 into r is equal to 14 centimeter. Perimeter of each semicircular disc is 22 plus 14 is equal to 36 centimeter. So now 11.5.2 area of circle. Consider the following. A farmer dug a flower bed of radius 7 meter at the center of the field. He needs to purchase fertilizer. If 1 kg of fertilizer is required for 1 square meter area, how much fertilizer should he purchase? What will be the cost of polishing a circular tabletop of radius 2 meter at the rate of 10 rupees per square meter? Can you tell what we need to find in such a case, area or perimeter? In such case, we need to find the area of the circular region. Let us find the area of circle using graph paper. So draw a circle of radius 4 on a graph paper. You can see in 10.11.34. Find the area by counting the number of squares enclosed. So as the edges are not straight, we get a rough estimate of the area of circle by this method. There is another way to find the area of circle. Draw a circle and shade 1/2 cycle of the circle. Now fold the circle into eighths and cut along the fold. So you can see here they have done that. Rearrange the separate pieces as shown in figure 36. You can see here you have to arrange like this, which is roughly a parallelogram. The more sectors we have, then nearer we reach an appropriate parallelogram. This as done above, if we divide the circle in 64 sector and arrange this sector, it is nearly give us a rectangle. So you can see here they have cut it into 64 sectors and it is giving like a rectangle. What is the breadth of the rectangle? The breadth of the rectangle is the radius of the circle, that is r. So you can see here. Now as the whole circle is divided into 64 sector and on each side we have 32 sector, the length of the rectangle is the length of the 32 sector, which is half of the circumference. So area of circle is equal to area of rectangle thus formed is equal to L into B. Half of circumference into radius is equal to 1 by 2 2 pi r into r is equal to pi r square. So the area of the circle is pi r square. So it is a formula, pi r square, area of circle. Example 17. Find the area of circle of radius 30 centimeter. Use pi is equal to 3.14. Radius is equal to r is equal to 30 centimeter. Area is equal to pi r square. So 30 square into 3.14 will give 2826 centimeter square. Example 18. Diameter of a circular garden is 9.8 meter. Find its area. So diameter is 9.8. So radius becomes half of it, that is 4.9 meter. Area of circle is equal to pi r square. 22 by 7 into 4.9 ka square. M square is equal to 22 by 7. 4.9 into 4.9 meter square is equal to 75.46 meter square. So example number 19. The adjoining figure shows two circles with the same center. So you can see in the figure there are two circles with the same center. The radius of the larger circle is 10 and the radius of smaller is 4. So we have to find this area of large circle, area of small circle and shaded area between the two circles. So solution is, Radius of the larger circle is 10 centimeter. So the pi r square will become, for 3.14 into 10 into 10 will give 314 centimeter square. Radius of the smaller circle is 4 centimeter. So area becomes pi r square, that is 3.14 into 4 into 4 is equal to 50.24 centimeter square. Area of the shaded region. So we'll subtract that. 314 minus 5.274 centimeter square will give 263.76 centimeter square. So here is an exercise, you can solve it, and if you have any doubt you can ask in the comment box. So 11.6 is conversion of units. We know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Can you tell 1 centimeter square is equal to how many millimeter square? Let us explore similar questions and find how to convert the units while measuring areas to another unit. Draw a square of side 1 centimeter on the graph sheet. So you can see you have to draw it on a graph sheet. You find that this square is of side 1 centimeter will be divided into 100 squares. Each of side is 1 mm. Area of a square of side 1 centimeter is equal to area of 100 squares of each side 1 mm. 1 centimeter square is equal to 100 into 1 mm square. 1 cm square is equal to 100 mm square. 1 m square is equal to 1 m into 1 m. So it will give 100 centimeter plus into 100 centimeter, that is because 1 m is equal to 100 centimeter, so it will give 10,000 centimeter square. Now can you convert 1 kilometer square into meter square? So in the metric system, area of land are also measured in the hectares, written as HA in short. A square of side 100 meter has an area of 1 hectare. So you can see a square of a side of 100 meter has an area of 100 hectare. So 1 hectare is equal to 100 into 100 meter square, that is 10,000 meter square. When we convert a unit of area to smaller unit, the resultant number of units will be bigger. So when we convert the smaller unit, the resulting unit will be bigger. So you can see, and 1000 meter square will give 1000 into 100 mm square, so it will give 1 lakh mm square. But when we convert a unit of larger unit to it will be smaller. So you can see 10,000 cm square. Now 10,000 1000 cm square is equal to 1000 upon 10,000 meter square is equal to 0.1 meter square. So here is an application 11.7. You must have observed that quite often in garden or park some space is left all round in the form of path or in between as cross path. A frame picture has some space left all around it. We need to find the area of such pathway or border when we want to find the cost of making them. So you can see here example number 20. A rectangular park is 45 meter long and 30 meter wide. A path 2.5 meter wide is constructed outside the park. So you can see, find the area of the path. Let ABCD represent the circular rectangular park and the shaded region represent the path 2.5 meter wide. To find the area of the path, we need to find area of rectangle PQRS minus area of rectangle ABCD. So you can see here PQ is equal to 45 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 m is equal to 50 m. PS is equal to 30 plus 2.5 2.5 will give 35 meter. Area of rectangle is L into B. So area of a rectangle of ABCD will give 45 into 30, 1350 meter square. Area of rectangle PQRS L into B is equal to 15 into 35 meter square is equal to 1750 meter square. Area of the path is equal to area of rectangle PQRS minus area of rectangle ABCD. So it will give 1750 minus 1350 is equal to 400 meter square. A path 5 meter wide runs along inside a square park of side 100 meter. Find the area of the path. Also find the cost of cementing it at the rate of 250 per 10 meter square. So let ABCD be the square park, you can see, and the shaded region represent the path 5 meter wide. So PQ is equal to 100 minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 90. Very easy. Now area of a square ABCD is equal to side square is equal to 100 square, that is 10,000 meter square, and area of square PQRS side square is equal to 90 square meter square will give 8100 meter square. Therefore area of the path is equal to 10,000 minus 8100 m meter square, that means 1900 meter square. Cost of cementing 10 meter square is 250. Therefore, cost of cementing 1 meter square is equal to 250 by 10. So you will estimate the cost of, with the cost of the cementing 1900 meter square is equal to this one, 250 upon 1 for 1 meter square, and then 1900 will give 47,500 rupees. So example number 22, two cross roads, each of which 5 meter runs at right angle through the center of a rectangular path of length 70 meter and breadth 45 meter and parallel to its side. Find the area of the roads. Also find the cost of constructing the roads at the rate of 105 per meter square. So solution is area of the road, cross road in the area of the shaded portion, that is the area of the rectangle PQRS and the area of the rectangle EFGH. But while doing this, area of the square KLMN is taken twice. So you can see here it is taken twice, which is to be subtracted. PQ is equal to 5, PS is equal to 45, EH is equal to 5 and EF is equal to 70, KL is equal to 5 and KN is equal to 5 meter. Now area of the path is equal to area of rectangle PQRS plus area of rectangle EFGH minus area of square KLMN. So you can see here we are putting the values, length into breadth, for 45 into 5, 70 into 5 minus 5 into 5. So it will give 225 plus 350 minus 25 the meter square, that is 550 meter square. So the cost of constructing the path is 105 into 550, that is 57,750 rupees. So here is an exercise, you can solve it, and if there is any doubt you can ask it in the comment section. And here the chapter is finished, and we'll start the next chapter in the next class.